welcome back to Hidden Suffolk Detecting. Thanks so much for watching the content so far, guys. Really appreciate that, and we're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. So thank you everybody for who's subscribed so far and everybody that watches my videos. So it means a massive amount to me. So yeah, today we're going to be back on the cloddy fields now that the sock secret is out, and I can get on here without massive heavy feet. So I'm gonna go probably around some of the different fields that I've been on before, fields where I found lots of coins, lots of bits, lots of pieces, and I may even end up on the hammered field. So I'll see you on the first hole. Right, lovely target here, 81. It says it's literally right on the surface, so I don't think I'm even gonna dig that. See what it is. 81, so it's got a lot of potential to be something good. Oh, haha! We have either a button or a coin. I think it's a button. I don't think it's going to be anything special, is it? It's a button, but it's a very nice gilded button. Had me thinking it might have been gold then. There you go. First target. Lovely gold gilded button. Yeah. Nice bit of gilding on there. I thought it might have been a coin actually when I first saw that. And they always do look like coins, don't they? So you get a bit closer and you've got a bit of inscription in there as well. No shank on it, but a bit of inscription. So we may actually be able to ID who made that originally. Yeah. Cool. Nice little find. There's the next one. 87. Nice loud 87, that one. If I can get this out. That ground is so sticky. We had a massive amount of rain last night, and the clouds look like they're coming over a bit. Hopefully it's not going to rain today. Had enough of rain, haven't we? Just want it to be summer again. Somewhere here. It's just on the side here. Okay, obviously I think it's a musket shot. There it is. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. Big old thing, look at that. Huge old musket shot. Big old one. Doesn't even look like it's been fired. It's so round still. At least I think that's a musket shot because it hasn't. Oh, it looked like it had a bit of a hole in the top there, in that bit, but I don't think it is. No. Yeah, musket shot, big old one. Look at the size of that. Big old thing. It hit you. That would hurt if it hit you, wouldn't it? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, brilliant. Nice little find that. Right, so we've got a nice little surface find here. Right there. If you can see it, it's right here. Haven't even had to dig it. See, we've got a nice little imprint on there. Look. Yeah, got a nice little coin. Can't really see much on it. It's pretty rubbish. Looks like it's had a bit of a rough life, that one. You can't really see anything on there at all, but yeah, it's definitely a coin, isn't it? Yeah, you can't see anything on that. So yeah, but still a nice little find though. Finding a coin, that's always good. Where there's one coin, there's always more. So, let's see if we can find any more. Cool. Right, our next one. Nice loud 87, that one. Really flat down this end. We've had so much rain, it has literally turned all of the ground kind of like a flat, smoother area rather than just constantly bumpiness, which is very welcomed. I tell you what, that bumpy ground after a while is bloody hard work. There you go, you got a little target here. Don't know what it is yet. It looks like a little knob for something. I think it might just be a little draw knob. Definitely looks like it, doesn't it? But you never know, really. So thankfully I got you guys to help me out on that. Is that a little draw knob? Don't know, it's a little bit hard to see, isn't it? But yeah, definitely looks like it. Definitely looks like a draw knob or something like that. But yeah, if you know, let me know. Cool. Right, we just had this lovely little thimble. Check that out, a tiny little thing. That I had one of these in the last video. So it's a tiny little child thimble, I reckon. I'm not sure if it's as small as the last one, but it's very, very tiny still. Size of that. Tiny little thing. A lovely reddish tone to it. Yeah, look at that. Bit squished, unfortunately, but complete otherwise. So yeah, what a lovely little find. He's got a bit of a crack down the middle there. Awesome. I love finding thimbles. I've only ever found 2 silver ones though. One in really good condition and one not so good. Yeah, cool. What a good little find that is. Got a nice screaming 91 here. It's a screamer of a target. No silver yet. Hopefully, by the end of the day we'll get some. Normally do. Nice loud target that one, so it should be a big object. Well, big enough to find. Here it is. I believe that is a coin. There we go. As to what it's going to be, we'll find out. We'll see. See if we can hopefully get some detail off it. Looks a little bit cruddy. Hopefully we'll be able to clean it off and see exactly what that is. See something on there. I think that might be is that Britannia? Don't know, let's give it a little rub. Let's get this side clean as well first, so we don't transfer loads of mud everywhere. Some coins though are just absolutely, they're just too far gone, so you ain't gonna be able to do this, but some of them, even if you could just get a bit of a portrait out, it's better than nothing, isn't it? So there's something on there. I reckon that's Britannia side. Just see something that is very hard to see. Definitely something. Oh no, maybe that's the portrait. Yeah, there's Britannia. Britannia's this side. So we can clean her up a little bit. It's pretty gone, that coin. I mean, a lot of visibility on there, but here she is. So she's facing to the left, so that's older. That's an older coin. So that could well be, could be a George or something like that. Somebody like that. Quite an old coin, so yeah, it's going to have some date to it. Some age, so you can see he's facing to the right. So yeah, you can just see his little eye there. Hard to tell, but I'd say it's probably George somebody. I don't think it's a Charles. He's facing the wrong way for Charles, so it's definitely not that way. So it's got to be that way. So yeah, either way, nice little coin. Cool, let's keep them coming. All right, got another target here. It's a little bit of an iffy one. Most of the targets I've had today are quite iffy. I don't think I've actually had any absolutely solid ones yet. They've all been a little bit like this. Not to say they're a bad target, but they're just not confidence ones, you know? Ones where you go, oh, okay, yeah, that's got to be something good. Instead it's a bit like, will it, won't it? I don't know if it's in here, if it's somewhere else in here. I think actually it's going to be a bit more in there. I think it's actually more on that edge over here. in this bit? That is so sticky. Yeah, we got it. Everything's just getting a bit caked in mud, except my socks, which is great. It's just, I think it's here. I think it's this. Whatever this is. What on earth is that? Okay, we've got a bit of a strange looking object. No idea what that is. It's pretty sharp though. It's pretty sharp. But I have no idea what it is. Almost looks like some sort of like a pin. I don't know. What could that be? Yeah, interesting. Strange little object. Who knows? Wow, cool. That's a nice little find. It's got a nice little it looks like a little bit of a loop up the top here, so I guess it obviously attached to something. A bit folded there. Yeah, you've got two really sharp, spiky ends on there. How sharp they are. Look at that. Yeah, must be for something, to attach to something. But yeah, good little find that. Cool. Right, here's the next one. Screaming target right on the top of this little mound here. And I can't see anything yet, but I can definitely hear it. Oh, it's a coin. We're well on these coins, aren't we, the last couple of days? Where are they all coming from? Another little crusty coin, but you can't see a lot on it again, unfortunately. There's another coin though. Another one. It's so crusty that you can't see, you're not going to see anything on that at all. I don't know if you see the pointing really rubbing out on my fingers. Yeah, another coin. Cool. There's some clouds have come over, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain, but... Right, let's see what else we can find. Right, here's the next one. Screaming 85. That's what we like to hear. Don't want no buttons, do we, today? Somewhere in there. Oh, still there. I don't think it's buried anymore, though. I think it's just... yeah, it's just in this little bit here. There's so much water in this field, though. It's absolutely sopping. I thought it was in there, but I think it's actually just something in my pocket that was going off. Can't actually find it. Somewhere. Everything just looks so muddy, you just can't see what anything is. Now, being that of EDI, it should be big enough to see. Aha. I think it's a chunk of lead. Turn the pinpointer off because it's going crazy in my ears. I think it might be. Okay, it's a bit of an odd shaped bit of lead. It's not your usual sort of style. It's got a bit of a, looks like it's got a bit of a hole through the top. Just try and clean it up a little bit so you can actually see it, because there's so much mud in there. Yeah, look, it's got a little hole in the top there. Is it something like a plumb bob? I don't know. You guys know, let me know, but it's obviously some sort of something used for something, isn't it? So it's the hole obviously had a purpose. It's obviously going to be used to put something through, so we can actually get that hole clear. I think it's a hole anyway, as far as I can tell. It's a hole. It looks like a hole. But yeah, it's definitely a hole through there. Yeah, weird little shaped thing. So maybe it's obviously some kind of lead weight for something. But yeah, that's a nice little find, that. Interesting. Cool. Keep going. Right, next target. Nice R73. Moved over a bit on the field now, and we're starting to pick up a few more targets now. Aha! Can see it. It's a coin. It's also, I think, quite a modern one. Unfortunately, I think that's looks like a 2p. Looks like old Queen Elizabeth. Quite crusty that side. Let's see if we can see anything on there. Or is it a 10p? I think it's actually a 10p. It's a 10p. It's an old 10p. Although it says new 10 pence. It's not so new now. Obviously back in the day it was. Weird seeing these kind of old coins that are in my generation, well, were in my generation. Although I'm not that old. Here you go, here's old Queen Elizabeth II. And yeah, it's lost its lovely shine, unfortunately. Just now this kind of reddy tinge. Yeah, cool, a coin. Brilliant. Right, we got a screaming 65 here. Absolutely screaming. And it's right on the surface as well. Is it that? Oh, it's a little buckle. Wow, look at that. Oh, I love finding buckles. Especially when they're nice and complete like this one. Look at that. Wow, that is an absolutely lovely buckle. Look at that one. Nice. Luck's been a little bit rubbish today. We're starting to find some good little stuff. So yeah, look at that. Let's see if it's got any detail on here. This camera is great for macro. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, look at that. Cool, nice and complete as well. Lovely little find. Nice. We should be for a screaming 65 like that. Brilliant. Hopefully we'll have some more finds like that. Right, another one here. Nice little 65, 66. This ground's very, very wet today. Absolutely sopping. Sticks like mad with everything. But not to me, thankfully. Aha, a little button. Cheeky little tomback. There you go. A few buttons in here, but I haven't had many. Here's enough. Yeah, nice little button. Cool. Let's crack on. Next one's here. Literally right on top of this mound. Hopefully it'll be a good target. Somewhere in here. I know I said it was on the top here. Aha. Somewhere in this little hole. Aha. I think we've got a hammered. I think we've got a hammered. Or at least piece of a hammered. Oh no, it is a full one. That definitely looks like a hammered, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's definitely a hammered. Let's get the old bottle out. Hopefully it'll be in good condition. It's a little bit bent. Let's see if we can get the bottle out. It's funny actually, I was just making my way home. Actually going to make my way up to the van. And you can't just help but find a hammered, can you? I'm wondering who that's going to be. It's pretty, this side looks like it's seen better days. It's definitely a hammered. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Can't really see who that is yet. So we can see on this side. There's so much mud in there. So caked. It's tricky to see that. Yeah, I think that's a Scottish merc. Just in the inside there, you can just see there's a little, what looks like a shield, and inside there looks like a lion. And then on the back here, it looks like there's a very tiny corner of a thistle. So I think that looks like a James the First for us, and it would be James the Sixth in Scotland. So that, if I'm not wrong, I think that is a Scottish merc. What a find! Right, here's our next one. Nice 68, that one. I'm hoping it's not going to be a button. Nice signal on it. Trouble is, I don't know where to expect to find it. There's no point digging holes if you don't need to dig a hole. Especially not in this ground, but aha. There he is. He's a little button, look. Cheeky little button hiding in there. I thought it might have been. I didn't think it was going to be hammered. It sounded too good, but yeah, little button. Cool. Well, that about wraps it up for me today. The clouds are starting to come over, so I think it's going to chuck it down, which it normally does when I'm here. So we had some really good targets, didn't we, in the end? So let's have a look at the finds and see what we found. Right, so here's the roundup from today. So it wasn't too bad a day. Obviously I've had better days than this, but to be fair, I'm quite happy with what we found out there today. So got our usual, I don't think I can ever have a day without finding about 10 buttons. So but the more out of the field the better, isn't it? So you won't find them next time, so that's positive in some ways. Found this lovely gold gilded one, which I actually thought might have been a gold coin at the start. I was like, oh, it's gold. No, it's just a button. So maybe one of these days it will actually be gold, but not today, unfortunately. So yeah, there are our usuals. Had a big old musket shot. Big one. Compared to these other little ones that we usually find, like these little tiny ones, normally get these, but that one is about 3 times the size in comparison. It's an absolutely massive old thing. Got our 10p, new 10 pence, old Elizabeth II on there. But it is 1972, so it's been in the ground a good 50 years, so you can tell that just by the colour of it. But yeah, lovely red patina on there, beautiful colour. Then you got a couple of coins we found. Can't see anything on there, they're way too far gone, unfortunately. Another one, again, too far gone. Can't see nothing on that either. This one has a little bit of detail on there. You can just see a raised portrait, and you can see Britannia on that side there. So it's quite an old coin, she's facing to the left. It's quite an old one, so it's probably George, or I don't think it's going to be Charles, but yeah, I think it could be a George. You just see a bit of a bust, but not a lot else on there, unfortunately. Tiny little Charles Finball. Found one of these on one of the other videos, actually. Don't find many tiny ones like this. I normally find a lot bigger. It's a bit squished, still full of mud. But yeah, a bit squished, that one, so it's not in the best condition, unfortunately, but either way, it's a nice little find. Beautiful little buckle. I think it's called a spectacle buckle, isn't it? Maybe something like that. I'm not too clued up on buckles, but give me a hammered, I'll idea it. But yeah, little lovely little complete buckle. Look at that, beautiful little thing. I love finding buckles. They're just stunning bits of history, aren't they? This odd object, if you know what it is, please let me know, because I have no idea.
weird spiky thing, a bit bent. But yeah, it almost looks like a tuning fork. I don't think it is. But yeah, and it's got a bit of a folded bit up the top here. So it must have gone on to something, but yeah, odd. So if you know, let me know in the comments, please. Our weird little knob, maybe a draw knob, something. Nothing great, but yeah, something interesting anyway. What looks like a plumb bob. I think I found one of these before in the medieval market, but found another one in a different field this time. Yeah, only got one hole at the top, so obviously a lead weight for something. So again, let me know if that is what it is. And then our cracker of the day, Scottish James the 6th, and that is a 1/8 of a merc. You can just see the shield with the lion. These are quite hard to identify because of the size of them, and there's many different types of mercs. So that would be James the 6th, and this one is about 16mm across, so it's yeah, it's going to be a 1/8 of a merc. You can just see a tiny bit of thistle on there, and the rest of it unfortunately is pretty gone. But yeah, so it's enough to ID it, which is absolutely brilliant. And it's a bit folded unfortunately, but yeah, lovely little coin otherwise. Brilliant.
So, not quite a day as it was the other day. I didn't have as much luck today, unfortunately, but you know what? I still come away with about 3 or 4 coins and a weird hammered. So, that's yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. I come onto the medieval market field and I come away with a hammered almost every time. It is that abundant with them, but I just cannot wait for this to be rolled so I can just be pulling them out. But yeah, I think it's going to be a little while yet. The ground is incredibly wet, and but yeah, I had the socks on today again. Absolute treat. It worked really well, and yeah, they're not as fashionable as my other ones, I have to say. They're just plain black ones this time, but yeah, I didn't get any weird looks from anyone, so that's a positive. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. We had some good finds, didn't we? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel so far, please hit the button, hit the bell for notifications, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.